These are the moving Earth notes. The different layers of the Earth. The picture in your notes may not have come out very well, so you might have to go back over it and write down. You've got the lower mantle here, which probably is not able to be seen very well. And then right here it shows you the transition region, basaltic magma coming out into that mid-ocean ridge right there. Main thing, just to know the different layers. Here's the subduction zone. You've got the crust and the lithosphere, mid-ocean ridge, those divergent boundaries. The inner core is solid, showing you the depth, and then the outer core being that molten rock. And then here's the lower mantle, the crust and the lithosphere. And then the structure. Make sure you know inner core, outer core, lower mantle, upper mantle, that's that asthenosphere, and then the lithosphere, the crust on the very outside. Alfred Wegener. They talked a little bit about him and How the Earth Was Made movie. After many have observed the puzzle-like structure of our continents, Wegener, he's a German guy, so the W is pronounced as a V. Wegener proposed a theory that shocked the scientific community. In 1912, Alfred Wegener proposed his theory of continental drift. And here's a picture. We talked about Pangea in the movie is being all stuck together, and then it slowly spreads out until we get here to present day. Wegener hypothesized that the continents once formed part of a single landmass, which he called Pangea. And Pangea means all lands. And surrounding the single continent was a huge ocean called Panthalassa, which maybe you can figure out what that means. All seas. So Pan means all, Thalassa is seas, Gea is lands. This giant landmass began to break up about 200 million years ago into our present-day continents. This movement may have crumpled the crust in places, forming many of our mountain ranges. And like many theories, there needs to be evidence to back up a hypothesis. Wegener's theory has 5 major pieces of evidence. Fossil distribution. We could tell how different fossils matched up on continents that are nowhere near each other. Coal distribution. You can see how coal is formed in 2 places that perhaps coal should not be formed in. You know, you need that heated environment, and you can find coal on Antarctica, which is cold. Rock strata, different layers of rock that match up to each other, or on continents that are far away from each other now. Seafloor spreading. With those mid-ocean ridges, you're pushing the plates apart, so we know that they couldn't have been as far apart as they are currently a long time ago. And then paleomagnetism. We talked about the way the magnetic poles reverse themselves over time. A little bit more about fossil distribution. There are identical fossil remains of Mesosaurus, a small reptile that lived 270 million years ago, had been found in eastern South America and in western Africa. So when you look at this map, little area, the armpit as I like to call it, of Africa fits up into the wing of South America, and there's that Mesosaurus which matches up. And this proved that these continents were once so close that animals could travel between them. And then here's an overall picture of some other fossil matching up. Coal distribution. Coal could be found underneath the cold, dry Antarctic ice cap, though coal can only form in warm and wet conditions, which is why you find it in more tropical, swampy condition areas. This could mean that Antarctica was once together with the other continents as part of the Pangea and was once warm and humid, so it used to be found in a different place. Rock strata. The age and type of rock in the coastal regions of widely separated areas such as Western Africa and Eastern Brazil match very closely. So again, the little wing of South America and the armpit of Africa fit in together very nicely, and they have these rock layers that match up identically. And then with here, it just shows you where we've got different things going on right now. It's cold up here in the poles, and then you work your way into deserts, and then you have these reefs right here along the equator. So the present day climate zones associated to define a pattern relative to the poles. Glacial till and striations are scratches on the rock, which shows you there's a polar climate there. Sand dunes, that's your desert climate. And coral reefs are the tropical climate. Seafloor spreading. After Wegener died, scientists discovered an undersea mountain range with a steep, narrow valley running down its center. This valley is called the Mid-Atlantic Ridge and is one part of many mid-ocean ridges that are 73,600 kilometers long and wind around the entire globe. You've got South America right here, there's Africa, and you've got that mid-ocean or mid-Atlantic ridge right down the middle. Scientists discovered that the ocean floor was relatively young, 150 million years old. The oldest continental rock is 4 billion years old. So, basically, what does that mean? Why do you think scientists found this information surprising? Why would the ocean floor be 150 million years old if the oldest continental rock is 4 billion years old? Geologist Harry Hess hypothesized that this valley was a rift where molten rock or magma was welling up. Remember how we talked about the convection that happens? There'd be that mid-ocean ridge where the plates are separating. He believed that the ocean floor was moving away from either side of the ridge, producing a new and younger ocean floor. So as the two plates separated, the magma's coming up, it's solidifying into new ocean floor, which is going to make it young. Paleomagnetism. More proof regarding these theories came in the mid-1960s. With paleomagnetics is the study of magnetic properties of rocks. Paleo means a long time ago, magnetic. Scientists have discovered by studying the magnetism of rocks that the Earth's polarity or magnetic field has reversed itself 9 times. So of course that happens over thousands of years. This helped prove that the ocean floor is spreading and continents do move. So make sure you know where younger oceanic crust is going to be versus older oceanic crust. You're going to find the younger crust right near the ridge and the older crust further away, closer to the continent.